and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be about the best parts of being a mental health therapist. If you are new here, hi, my name is Allyssa Powers and I created this YouTube channel to teach you the things that grad school didn't so you can thrive in the mental health field. I make all kinds of videos for therapists, counselors, social workers, psychologists, and I would absolutely love it if you would stick around and subscribe if that sounds like you. Now, I personally am an LPCCs in the state of Ohio. I've been practicing for 7 years, and I can say with full confidence that I absolutely love being a therapist. But in making this channel and being a therapist who also has an online presence and is researching different things online all the time, oh my goodness, there's so much negativity in our field. And I understand why. We are the lowest paid master's degree. So of course, people are going to be disgruntled about that and about not being able to, make a living, because that is key to job satisfaction. But I wanted to, spread a little bit of positivity. I think even my channel can lean overly negative and critical of the field because my mission is to educate people on the things that grad school may not have taught them. So in doing this and spreading a little bit of positivity, I just want to share some of the really awesome and kind of unique things about our field that make me love it and make other therapists love it. This list has been crowdsourced from all kinds of therapists, social workers, and psychologists. So it's not just my opinion, but let's get right into the best parts about being a therapist. Okay, first thing, and this is probably very obvious, but it's meaningful work. Helping people as a therapist is inherently purposeful and meaningful, and that is a huge reason why so many people get into the field. Another thing that was stated a few times in this list was things along the lines of getting to see clients change or witnessing their aha moments. And I will totally agree with that. It is so gratifying as the therapist to see your clients meet their goals and have moments that are going to just change their life. Change is something that really comes from the client, not from the therapist. We can guide them. Of course, that's your role, is to guide them along the journey, but clients do a lot of hard work in session, and it is so fun and cool to get a front row seat to that, and honestly, really, really unique. Another thing I think is really unique about our field is how creative it can be. So for instance, things that come to mind are that there are just a million different ways to be a therapist and be a good therapist. There are so many different modalities that you can use. There are so many different paths you can take to get to the healing, and I think it can be truly creative. You can do things like sand tray and play therapy. You can go on walk-in talks. You can help clients meditate and ground themselves. There's just so much room for creativity and nuance in the field, and I think that is really fun too, because if we were tax accountants, for instance, there's probably maybe some variation in that field. I'm sure that there are tax accountants that can do things one way or maybe another, but for the most part, it's probably a pretty straightforward process, right? But for us as therapists, we can be super, super creative, and I love that about our field. Okay, kind of just going along with the creativity comment, being able to specialize in the clientele you are interested in. So having a niche, if you really like working with people with ADHD or autism, or you really like doing work with kids, or you only want to work with the elderly, like there is a great chance that you will be able to do that and specialize. Of course, it depends where you work. If you're in private practice, then you definitely want to have a specialty. When you're first starting out, you don't always get, to choose who's on your caseload. But I love how you can specialize based on your own interests and preferences down the road, especially in private practice, if that's something that you want to do. The next thing that people said they loved about the field is that you get to learn continuously, not only just learning from conversations with your clients, but also we have to do continuing education and keep learning about things in our field, and things are always changing. We're always evolving. There's new modalities that are on the horizon or that become popular, like EMDR has gotten so much more popular in past years. Now it's more like IFS is really popular, and it's fun. And there are pros and cons, of course, to having a field that's ever changing, but I think it can be fun to not feel stagnant and stuck in a field that is like not evolving. It's nice that things change and you can take things on in a different way if you so choose to. Okay, and then nearing the end of our list, one that I did not see mentioned anywhere, but I think can be extremely gratifying is basically therapists save lives. Like, working with clients that are suicidal is really hard and scary as a therapist, even when you are more seasoned, but knowing that you can safety plan, that you know the protocol, and that you know what to do to hopefully keep a client alive in those situations is really a unique skill that most people do not have. So saving lives is one that I came up with and thought about. And I'm just gonna rapid fire a couple more that maybe don't really need expounded upon. Someone said having so much kindness in the workplace amongst coworkers, which I totally agree. Like, most people who want to be therapists are not jerks. They're really nice people. Of course, there are exceptions to that, but having, community in the workplace can be such a wonderful thing. Someone else said hearing stories all day long, which I agree. I think you get so invested in your clients' lives and you want to hear like what's been going on, and it can be, I don't want to say entertaining because I feel like that's kind of a weird ethical line, but you can buy into that and look forward to that. And I think that's a great part of being a therapist. Someone said being able to be their authentic selves, building a relationship with clients, being able to witness clients making lasting change. So I'm sorry that I am so out of breath. If you made it to the end of this video, please give it a like. Hit subscribe. It helps my channel so much. I would love to hear below what your favorite part about being a therapist is, or what drew you to the field. If you are someone who is just therapy curious or thinking about going to grad school, or maybe you're in practicum or internship, what do you like about the field so far? I want to hear that below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.